Right now, this economy is where the economy was. I'm not talking like dollar for dollar, blow for blow, GDP and all this and that. But overall, everyone knows something big and bad's coming, okay? The stock market's pulled back. It's gone back up a little bit. The number one thing you want to pay attention to right now is it time to start panicking? And you want to know what it's time to start panicking about? Unemployment and jobs. As of right now, inflation's around 7.7%. Way too high, way too high. Here's what I tell people all the time. If I give you $100 today, when they say inflation's at 7.7%, most people don't know what the hell that means, okay? It means that $100 today, in 1 year from now, to buy the exact same things, you need $107.70. Now you say, well, Hesh, but everything gets more expensive over time. It's true, it does, okay? Now watch this one. Federal funds rate's at 4%. The best you're gonna earn interest-wise right now is probably around 3 or 4% on a money market account, checking account, whatever it is, okay? Let's just say, well, the Fed funds rate's at 4%. So if you have $100 today, in 1 year from now, it's $104. Here's the problem. Your $100 became $104 just with interest. But because inflation is 7.7%, you need $107.70 to live to the same lifestyle that you lived to 1 year earlier, which means you can't, now you're $3 short. In 1 year from now, because interest compounds, now you need like $116 or $117. So now instead of the spread being 107 to 104, and it's a $3 difference, in 1 year beyond that, now it's $116 to $107. Now it's a $9 spread, and the gap keeps widening. This is why inflation is poison, it's evil, it'll deteriorate a monetary system of money. You can't have it, it's that simple, okay? So, how's the Federal Reserve fighting it? Simple. They've got to bring inflation down. How do they bring inflation down? They have to break real estate. They have to break the stock market. Most of all, they have to break unemployment. Unemployment right now, as of December of 2022, is around 3.7%. Look at a chart of the unemployment rate since the year 2000. From 2000 to 2013, unemployment was in the mid-4s to the 6s. Now, granted, in 2009, it peaked at 9.9% unemployment. But overall, from like 2000, 2005, unemployment was like in the 5s and 6s. A normal historical average of unemployment is realistically like in the 5s, even 6s, dipping into the 4s, but you're probably in the 5s. It's not bad. Here's the problem, everybody. We've been in the 3s for the last 3, 4, 5 years. We've been in the 3s for unemployment. That's too low. Okay, that's too low. And when you're seriously, Hesh, but you want people to lose their jobs. I'll tell you what, I want inflation to be where it's at, a lot less than I want people to lose jobs. The fact of the matter is inflation has to come down. And inflation, the only way to get it down is to raise unemployment. So right now, what I'm telling you is, I did a video on this one. Meta, that's like Facebook. They're about to lay off like 11 or 13,000 people. There are huge rounds of layoffs coming up over the next 3 to 6 months, okay? Right now, unemployment is about to start going up over the next 3 to 6 months. In order to bring inflation down, amongst other things, we need that unemployment rate to get into the 5s and 6s, and realistically, it's gotta get up into the 6s. Unemployment historically is in the 4s and 5s. To go into the 6s, that's nothing. That's slightly elevated. Things like that are gonna bring inflation down. So, is it time to panic? You want to know something? When it comes to your job, hell yes. You should be panicking. You should be waking up every single day terrified that you're about to become one of the people that must get laid off from their job. Do you want to know something that pushes me? I tell people this all the time. Every morning I wake up, every single morning I wake up, I feel like I'm completely unemployed. And every single morning I say to myself, I might lose everything I have by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's why when I get up, I don't complain. I don't say, I don't want to go to work. I don't sit here and say, you know, oh my God, what Jimmy's doing over at work, he's getting, you know, they're giving him certain things that I'm not getting. No, you know what I say? I'm going into work today and I'm going to be the best version of myself that I can be. And that's because I know for a fact, especially more than ever, every single job in America is at risk because unemployment must go up. The Federal Reserve knows this. Now, how do they push the unemployment rate up? Simple, they just keep raising the Fed funds rate. When you raise the cost of borrowing, that means businesses, it becomes more expensive for a business to borrow money, when it becomes more expensive for a business to borrow money, guess what? They've got to start cutting salaries, cutting overtime, cutting pay, and most of all, cutting jobs. And you're gonna be working at this company saying, man, they just cut my pay, this sucks. You know what sucks even more? Not having a job at all. So start being thankful and appreciative for the job you have. If you have one, start working harder. And do you wanna know another thing? You're gonna work harder, you're gonna work more to get paid less. Too bad. That's the time we're in, that's the market we're in. God knows this whole country was getting paid more than it probably should be getting paid overall for the last couple of years. Now it's time to give some of that back. You've got to work harder. Is it time to panic? Hell yeah, it is. Unemployment's about to start going up. Pay attention to the market, pay attention to the numbers. If you want the best thing to pay attention to, it's me in these videos. Like, subscribe, and share. Follow my other videos and watch it, and follow along in the market. In the end, you want to know something? This is just another cycle. We made it through the Great Depression. We made it through the Great Recession. We're going to make it through this. You just got to keep working. Keep following along, and thanks again.